Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the George.Daniel podcast. I am your host, George.Daniel. And today we are rolling out another maybe tryout for a co-host, maybe potentially, you know. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Liquid Death. You guys can go get that at www.liquiddeath.com or your local convenience store. Make sure to get a case. They got all these fun flavors, good little cocktail mixers also. Drink responsibly, and also, I don't know, kill your thirst or whatever they say. But yeah, Matt, how we doing?
I'm chilling, dude. It's been a good day.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Work was fun. But now we're out here.
Oh yeah.
Having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself as a new co-host?
I'm
maybe?
Ashley. This is Ashley. It's Ashley, that's me. I'm just here to co-host and have some fun.
Hell yeah. You guys may remember her from, I don't remember exactly what number, maybe like 28, 29, with Jacob.
Yep.
Her baby daddy.
My baby daddy. That's my baby daddy.
But yeah, we've touched base over in that episode that you throw events, you are a mom, this and that, but you're also a hairstylist,
Yes.
which is something that we didn't touch base on.
Yes.
So being a young Latina business owner, how do you kind of manage that plus the work life and the family life?
Plus, Jacob helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Work-wise, in the morning, Jacob gets up, goes to work, and he is home at like 3. And then we have like 30 minutes buffer time. And I'll be dressed for work, and I'll head on over to be there at 4 o'clock.
Right.
So we're juggling babysitting. And then when we have any kind of event that we're throwing or any event that we're going to, my mother-in-law or my sister will come out to help. For the afters, Saturday morning. Yeah. My sister's going to come out, and she's going to watch the baby until 7 or 8 in the morning.
That's cool. It really takes a village.
Lucky. I'm so
It really
lucky.
takes a village. But, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I'm glad that you have people, kind of in your corner to, help you out and everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of people, not being in your corner and everything, word on the street, aka the hot gossip that I've been getting on Baller Alert and shit, is that, everyone heard about fucking Lizzo, right?
Yes.
And everyone and all her dancers kind of slandered her and fucking, sued her and everything for sexual harassment, which is not okay. Which I think we should say SA, right?
SA,
for YouTube purposes.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to say a bunch of stuff.
But yeah, so she got those claims and everything. But word on the street is those motherfuckers were lying.
See, I didn't even know that.
Dude.
My sister just told me today. She was like, no, it's real.
It might be also. I'm also getting this off of Baller Alert, and just random Twitter people, so my news sources are not.
Did you hear the story, what it was?
I just, all I remember reading is one headline saying that Lizzo calls dancer fat. Which is a hilarious headline.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Just in general.
On. I feel like she wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But the SA one, my sister told me today, she was like, it was so nasty that they had a sex worker, I can say that, right? Used a banana, and that she made one of her dancers eat the banana afterwards. And that's one of the big reasons that they were suing her.
Damn. I mean,
Excuse me.
Damn, that's crazy. If that's
wild.
True, that's wild. Just imagine what she did with her fucking clarinet or whatever the fuck,
Her flute. Clarinet. You changed your fucking instrument.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh my god.
That's hella funny. Dude, that's wild. Just that image of Lizzo telling her dancer to do such a thing.
So no. You gonna eat that banana
And also,
now.
who's the it was a lady of the night, I guess.
There we go. That's a better.
Yeah. But that's hella funny, dude. What circumstance? I mean, have you been? We were talking about work a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a part of a company who had those types of parties. you know? And I feel like if you're working with Lizzo, you're working at a company, kind of.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's like a group of backup dancers.
In what circumstance? I mean, we've had parties, you know, amongst coworkers where, you know, it doesn't end until 6 or whatever. But, like, those are different. There's never anything weird happening.
No, not
It's always just us, like, planning another business or something.
That's very true. We're gonna fucking leave this place.
Yeah. You know what we can do? What if we just, like, made coffee, but different, you know?
Oh, my God.
Like, all this shit.
Oh, my
It's
God.
so stupid. But, yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy. And also, we were talking earlier, the reason why I said clarinet, it is a flute, right?
It is a
plays.
flute.
Yeah.
It's a
I
pink
said
flute.
clarinet because I got SpongeBob on my mind, dude.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Dude, our girl Ariana Grande out here dating SpongeBob.
Our girl.
Dude, I had the fattest crush on Ariana Grande.
Her and her long ass ponytail.
Dude, just everything. I don't even know what it was really. But yeah, fucking, she's out here dating SpongeBob. I don't know who the guy's name.
I was like, what are you guys talking about when you told me that?
Yeah.
It's like SpongeBob.
You have to see a picture of him.
But
Like,
he's
it's so
yeah, I can
wild.
pull him up
But
right now.
for
the picture
context, I
together.
guess, like he's the actor who played SpongeBob on Broadway. He's done other things, I'm sure. He's probably really good. But yeah, like just looking at the kid gives all men hope around the world.
He's
you know
shorter
what I
than
mean?
her too, right?
Shorter than
I'm
Ariana
pretty sure,
Grande.
yeah.
So
well, it might be her ponytail because that shit goes high.
Yeah, maybe.
But-
if he's shorter
Yes,
than
this
Ariana
guy
Grande,
here.
Oh, wow.
dude,
What the fuck?
dude, you know what he looks like? You know who he looks like? He looks like a
seems
like a
like a nice
Walgreens
guy.
version of the guy from The Bear,
He looks like he's on Broadway.
Dude, he looks kind of like a social media guy, like
like Zuckerberg.
like Zuckerberg.
Kinda.
Yeah, when he
yeah.
first started.
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
Before
That's
the,
just I mean, the hope for sure now.
dude, that's but it's crazy. Yeah, he's out here fucking.
So they starred in Wicked together too, I guess.
What? I didn't even know she was
Or-
on Wicked. Okay.
Yeah, co-star. So yeah, she was in it. I didn't even know that.
Okay, but plot twist.
Plot twist, it's all fake.
What?
Plot twist is out here just selling tickets, dude. Out here, dude. Everywhere you turn, man. Fake news, fake news, fake news. It's crazy, man.
Bro.
These girls be scheming. I think they're mad because of Taylor, you know? She's out here
Ooh.
stealing the spotlight, you know? Rihanna doesn't have to do
Taylor.
anything. And she's
Nope.
always going to get the spotlight. Beyonce has to do little tricks.
She does. She
I've noticed
does.
now she has to do little tricks. She's
Her
kind of
and
getting...
Rihanna.
Her Beyonce's kind of reminding me a little bit of like Nicki, a little bit, you know, like she's like playing really into all her demographics.
Oh, for
you know, if
sure.
that makes sense,
For
you know?
sure.
Which yeah, I'm just like, dude, you're fucking Beyonce, dude. You're selling out Levi Stadium like twice, you know, like that's crazy.
Dude.
It's like what 60,000 seats?
That's how many times
Shit,
Taylor
And
sold
that's-
it out, right?
Yeah,
Dude, that chick, man,
It's just-
sells out everything.
it's
Beyonce.
crazy.
I remember my
Beyonce
cousin.
and Taylor.
Yeah, but
cousin was like-
Beyonce didn't tour for like 2 years, and then she started doing this tour, and then but Taylor
It's
didn't
been
do
a
it.
while, no?
It's been like 5 years.
Yeah, I went to her Speak Now tour
Damn.
with Jacob
Swiftie
when we were
over
like
here.
before. Yeah, hell yeah.
Damn.
Not her new stuff though, to be completely honest. Like a couple songs here
Yeah.
and there, but we went to the Speak Now tour, and this guy came up with his daughter, and he was like, "Oh, this is like too close. Do you mind switching us tickets?" And me and Jacob were like, "Yeah." So he switched us.
Too
and it,
close.
yeah, because it
Damn.
was so loud. Jacob and I
Yeah.
will, to this day, will argue with anybody. It was the loudest concert we've ever been to.
Yeah.
It wasn't like music-wise. It was all the little girls
Yeah,
screaming.
I was gonna say they're all singing everything, right? I've seen
Screaming. Oh
videos
my
and
God.
you can just hear all the crowd singing the whole
Dude,
time.
it's even
Yeah.
the dads. It's even the dads are singing. Like all there's little boys. Like it's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's singing.
That's
It's
the
just
thing that
like
we
a
were talking
giant
about last
sing-along.
episode. Like you don't know at least the chorus.
Yeah, no,
You
you
know
know,
what
the
I mean?
whole
Like-
song. Like
Like you at least know the chorus.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And like, I feel like if you're a dad, like you probably have like weird, like not weird, but like sentimental memories. With,
Yeah.
Like, you know, like listening to it or whatever.
Don't You Ever
Um,
Grow Up. That's a good song, man.
I've never heard it, but yeah, but I bet it is.
We switched this guy.
Yeah.
And we got a little bit closer to the edge. But you don't, when you go to a concert, you don't know like where these people are going to walk out, how their performance is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
She gets on, does all this crazy stuff, and then goes back and changes, and then comes back out and walks along the side and grabs my hand.
Damn.
And Jacob was like, damn, that dad.
He fucked up.
What?
Damn. He fucked up.
That's so dope.
The memory that he can have with his daughter. You stole.
He was probably like, you know.
Dude, I would be pissed. That would be like, you know when they shoot like t-shirts? So they shot a t-shirt at the section that you were just in.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
That always
like,
happens.
What the fuck? It's always like, yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
hella funny.
That was a fun concert, though. That was awesome.
I feel like Taylor Swift is a really good performer. You know.
Speaking of Tay.
Oh yeah, Lil Tay. Remember Lil Tay, little Asian chick Tay.
Her brother passed away.
They both technically died
That's what I heard.
day one. Technically on paper, not to make light of the brother situation. But and then later on it comes out that Lil Tay fucking didn't die. And like, you know, and I don't know if there was like, have you ever seen, you watched the show Little Dicky, right? You know when he died on the RV thing?
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of those situations. It's like, well, if we don't say anything, you know, like the money's coming in.
Oh shit!
You know, like
That's why.
so like.
Well, it could be a publicity stunt. Like
Yeah, but the brother did die though. It's not like it's not like a situation didn't happen.
Was it the same situation? Is that what they're saying?
I have no idea.
Dude, we have to figure this out.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Twitter, fucking do your research.
There's so many different things going on.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. But also the fact that was even fake is so fucking crazy. Like, on real news, I don't really know what's going on. Hawaii was on fire. Fucking, I don't know. Like ships are moving from China to close to Alaska, and it's getting real sketchy. But other than that, I don't really know what's going on.
Other than that, that's fake news.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I heard about aliens attacking in Peru too.
Really, dude?
Yeah,
Also,
there's
like
people, a Peruvian town just getting attacked by aliens in the middle of the night every night since the
But
middle
what
of
do you
July.
mean by attack?
What the
Like
shit?
they're like apparently they're calling them the face peelers because they're just peeling faces off. They found like some body with just his head completely gone.
Oh my God.
I don't see. This seems like more fake news though, so I don't want to like
What
read
if
into
that's
it. But
the
I was
news
reading.
that's
What is
not
that?
fake?
The real one? Yeah. What the fuck? What the?
I shouldn't be smiling. This is like a
peelers?
nervous laugh.
Dude,
That's what TikTok does,
sketchy.
dude. You start watching all these crazy ass videos.
TikTok's got a lot of real shit going
Yeah.
on.
I know,
You know what
but-
I'm saying?
But also, Peru's just kind of fucking. It's a sketchy place. Over
It's out there. They got
It's, and that's where like a lot of like I mean, not to get like into history or whatever, but a lot of the like fucking Nazi doctors after doing experiments over there, they came over here and started doing experiments.
Yeah.
There's like full fucking like cities or like little pueblos in like Argentina and places like that where
Yeah.
it's only Germans or they speak German.
No way.
It's
I
crazy.
Didn't know that.
It's
That's
crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck you, Argentina.
Yo, face peelers. They're called face
Someone was
peelers.
saying 7 feet tall aliens dubbed face peelers.
Jeez, guys.
Bro, I don't know, man. They're fucking
His
people
face is
like
still
that.
on.
But no, there was this one.
What are you talking about? Oh, hers isn't.
Oh
Just kidding.
fuck, dude. Dude, that's
There is one picture, but I don't know. It's not on here.
I
though,
don't
but
really need
I
to
was like,
see
yeah,
it,
you don't.
to be
it's-
honest. But
That's
dude,
so
that's crazy.
crazy.
Just imagine, like. But also,
I feel like this is.
this is gonna sound. It does sound like a lot of distractions, but I thank God it's finally somewhere else, right? It's not just in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
they
Because
kept
people were
saying
hating
that,
on us,
yeah.
being like, you know, it's been fucking 40 years of all these documentations and blah blah blah. But how come it's only you guys? You know?
Did you see what Andrew said?
uh,
On Flagrant, he's
I
like,
think so.
because y'all fucking boring. Why the fuck they gonna go anywhere else except for America?
That's hella funny. Like, yeah, for real. Like, why would you? You know, like, what the fuck? Like you guys copy everything.
Exactly.
We do, you
Like,
know?
of course they're
Like-
gonna come here.
This is true. This
Like-
is so true.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand why you would want to go to a place. Like, if I was an alien, I would do both things, right? I would go to New York, L.A., and then somewhere in, like, the Congo. You know,
Dang,
like, just go
dude.
straight into it, right?
So like right in
real
the middle of
shit.
Australia or some shit, and see the
Yeah.
tribes.
No,
that...
they already got all the crazy ass bugs and like.
Oh, dude.
But, like, I just see the two dynamics, right?
Yeah.
Of, like, the city folk and, for
I
lack of a
think-
better term, like, jungle people,
I
right?
think you need to send
Like,
people into Alabama. You need to send them into Alabama too, though. So like Kansas or Alabama, like real deep in.
I feel like that's where the war would start. People
Did
are
you
just
see
shooting
that?
in the air, just not knowing what the fuck. Like,
You see that Alabama ferry fight?
Yes. Oh
That
my
shit was
gosh.
hella funny.
That was why the guy takes his hat. He's all.
Bro, it's like he sent a signal up to the
Yes.
homies, And then there's a dude swimming across to come back this guy up, bro. It goes from like a bunch of white guys beating on this one black guy.
Oh, like a bunch of black guys.
Like,
and dog, it's
someone
like,
jumped into the
dude, like hell of people come down to help this guy out. They were making fun of it. They were calling it like the Avengers and shit. They're all immortals and shit. They were already making memes and shit about it.
I saw someone do a reenactment video.
Yeah,
Did you
dude.
see that?
There's so many good ones.
But also, like, I mean, not to bring back fucking Tom Segura, I guess, from earlier. But he has this bit about that where he like heard someone say the N-word and it was this white guy, and then out of nowhere, all these black guys just came out of nowhere. And it's
exactly,
like,
dude.
Everyone, there's no such thing as like white guy loyalty.
Yeah.
But there's always like a brown guy loyalty.
Well, yeah.
You know?
In
Black guy
this video
loyalty.
shows that exactly.
Yeah. So
There was
like,
he was a city worker.
Yeah.
There was no reason for anyone to say anything to him. He was supposed to move these group of people were supposed to move their boat so that the ferry can come and park.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, no, like arguing with him, like who the hell does that? And then attack him, like and then you see one guy like flying at him,
dude.
It's
it's craziest video, dude. It's so dope. I was like, hell yeah.
Dude, but
I
that gives
watched
me
it, like,
hope for
20 times.
society,
I've seen it
right?
so many different angles.
They do.
It gives me hope, right? Like,
Straight
at
up.
least, like, people are like, if you see some, like,
Help
regardless
somebody,
of, like, if you know what the situation is, like, I'm sure they probably did because they were around or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, be like, if they touch this guy, I'm going in. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have the balls to, like, jump in necessarily. I'll be like, fellas. What are we doing?
I'm the one who jumps in.
Like, yo.
I'll
what
cause
are
a
we
distraction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the one who jumps in.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I don't even know, man. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, dude, everything is fake. I don't really know what's going on. AI is taking over, man. I don't know.
Everything's fake.
Yeah. And then, dude, okay. You know what? I'm like, the one thing I am excited about, like, we're recording this before the weekend for everyone out there. So, like, we have the Chug Pub, like, after party thing.
Yeah.
And then you guys have.
End up.
At the end up. And that's from 1 to 6, right? So everyone go over there Saturday, right?
Oh yeah, check out Shabani, Napas, and JCB.
I mean, this is already out, so, like, do you know who the special guests are?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm just asking.
I do know. I can't say.
You already.
I can't say.
But this is already out. This already happened.
No, I don't want
technically. What?
I have to keep my loyalty.
I feel that to a degree.
To a degree.
Yeah, but
You have to come to see the show.
I feel it.
find out.
We may had or maybe didn't have, but he was gonna come. Fucking Justin J.
Oh really?
He's gonna probably pull up
That's
to
cool.
ours.
That's cool.
So, like, if you saw that fucking set, fucking crazy, right?
Nice.
But yeah, dude, that's gonna be fucking crazy. If he actually did show up or does show up, yeah, that would be crazy. Because at that small little venue that we have, it would just like blow the roof off.
Oh hell yeah!
Sick.
I want to go there. I want to check it out.
Yeah, come Friday, or we're there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Maybe I'll check it out Saturday.
If you're there Saturday, fucking Saturday is gonna be the night.
What time are you? Yours is afters.
It's right after Outside Lands. I do have the schedules.
I love Outside Lands. I wish I could have gone this year.
Why aren't you going this year?
I kind of only liked it on, you know how they had to keep pushing it during COVID?
Mhm.
So they had it 3 days and it was all Halloween.
Yeah. That
I
was my favorite
loved
one.
it.
Yeah, that
was
was
like
really dope
my
one.
favorite fucking one.
I was messed up.
Yeah.
I fell down every single day.
That's the best.
I mean,
I
that's how
had
you
so
know
much
you're-
fucking fun. I fell
I
down
was
every
I was
day.
happy. I fell down and I was like...
I always
how-
fall down too, but I always have great days after. It's fine.
We were
Yeah.
talking about like with my group of friends, one of them, we were like, well, what's your thing? They're like, oh, well, I get like really drunk. What's your thing? I do this, and that. And then I was like, what's my thing? And they're like, I don't know. And then I tripped and she was like, bitch, you fall. I'm like, yeah, I do, huh?
Damn.
Every
An
concert.
oopsie girl.
Very...
Wake
I
up
just-
with the bruises, don't know how they got there.
Yeah. Dude, I don't
No, I know,
understand
but-
that. I don't
I remember. I
but,
won't even be drunk sometimes and I'll just fall.
dude, that's I don't get that.
My ankle will fold.
I wonder what friend I am. My ankle just folds.
Just gives out.
That's hella funny. Yeah, my sister's kind of like that. I remember my mom and her went to the store And it's like maybe like, like a 10-minute walk, right? And they're playing with the lettuce that they brought, and they're just like tossing it, like just being silly gooses. And then out of nowhere, like she doesn't notice that she's on a driveway. Oh, so my mom throws it to her, but she missteps, twists her ankle, fractures her ankle.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, you guys are playing with you guys are playing with lettuce.
Oh my god!
And you can twist your ankle.
I fractured my wrist in a mosh pit.
Oh shit!
But that's like a cool way of doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty dope. Though.
That's
Pennywise, eh?
Okay. Yeah. No, that's like a cool way of doing it. My sister did it. Also fractured her wrist. My sister's a klutz. Roller skating.
Yeah. Oh, but that's
remember cow skate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was on 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so easy.
But there was also like 250 kids rolling around everywhere. Yeah, we went with our daycare, and like Peninsula Daycare had like 500 kids, 600 kids during the summer. So we would all go to like field trips and shit like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it was so much fun. So much fucking fun.
Were you like a daycare counselor, or were you in the
I was there since I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
Kinder college. So like before that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my mom worked there and everything, so like I grew up with like certain kids. I've grown up since we were all in diapers.
Yeah.
Because of daycare.
Yeah.
Like whether their parents were also working there or they like owned it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and there was kids from like Mountain View, Sunnyvale, Palo Alto, and Los Altos. So it was just like a huge like melting pot. Of kids, and we'd get picked up at school. Like I actually rode a bus, to go. I mean, just to go to daycare. Like, So like that was really cool. The bus. Yeah, I remember getting my first kiss in the
bus.
No, 5th grade.
Oh.
In 5th grade, and it was like one of those like it was like a Wednesday, so we got off early, right? And then
minimum
like.
day.
My boy, shout out Artemio, he got a kiss, and then everyone was just like, "Oh, it's your turn," like blah blah blah. I'm like, "All right, so."
Who's next?
Yeah, and then next like fucking gave her a kiss and immediately ran to the bus.
You?
Yeah, just like out of just like I don't know
Adrenaline.
what to do. I'm like, dude, I'm a man. Like, and just like ran to the bus, and then me and my boy Felipe just dapped each other up, and we're like, dude, like fucking.
She's standing there crying, like, how could you do that to me?
I mean, honestly, damn, I've never even really thought about that side of it. But yeah, that was good times. Shout out to the fucking school bus.
That's fucking funny, dude.
Go yellow bus, man.
Yeah, the fucking. Did you guys ever go to do camps or anything growing up or anything?
I wasn't allowed to do camps. Did you do camps?
Not really, no. I did like maybe after school program stuff like that. They took me on trips, but like never like overnight camps or anything.
We called it after school a-holes because it was after school.
Oh.
I did like songwriting class and volleyball and stuff in there. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But I was never allowed to go to like the science camp. Everyone else went. Jacob,
You didn't go to science camp?
I didn't go because I would get in trouble.
You didn't go?
Yeah, and like I didn't get great or like I didn't do a test or something like that. And then all the kids would go and I would have to stay at school.
That's crazy.
But my mom, I would tell her, could I just not go to school today? And she'd let me stay home. I was spoiled.
I mean,
that's nice.
At that point, yeah. Like
I wasn't allowed because the year that I was supposed to go, this big news headline came out about when my dad had gone. There was like a counselor that was like molesting kids in like a cabin across from him, and he was like, "You're not gonna go. Fuck that. It's not happening." 6 years later, he lets my sister go. She's like, I catch a banana slug.
She can handle it.
I was so mad.
Dude, that's hella funny. But also, are you the eldest?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I didn't get to do shit. No
Yeah.
sleepovers. People had to come to my house to do a sleepover.
Yeah,
which was fun.
Me and my sister were like a year and a half age-wise and just a grade separating us.
Is she older than you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like we grew up with a bunch of like brothers and sisters in the same dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
So we would always go, like both of us would go and sing.
Yeah.
So it would always be really fun. But
that's nice.
Yeah. So, but also my sister definitely, like, comparative to me, dude, I was outside. like outside till like 10, trying to until like I had to come home, you know, and beat my
like
mom.
gone, like
they're gone,
not
just like
home.
in the streets. This is before I had a phone.
From the street.
They're like out here, like fucking riding bikes and shit. And
Yeah.
just really like fucking pretending to tag and like throwing eggs and shit.
It's
like,
not
dude,
pretending if you were doing it. 'Cause
That's
I was
true.
doing that
That's
shit
true.
Too.
Hey, shout out Landos in that creek back there. Hell yeah, we out here fucking. Yeah, that shit was hella fun.
I got searched so many times for tagging.
Really?
They never found shit.
Damn.
And I would be like shitting bricks, like, oh my god, they're gonna find it this time. They're gonna find it, and they never found it.
Yeah, I've had way too many run-ins with the cops. Like way too many. I remember one time it was my boy's 18th birthday, and this is early in the day. It's like 4:30, right? We run out of weed, so we have to go re-up and go to East Palo Alto. And then, like, right when I turn on the car, my boy's already smoking a blunt, per usual. And then fucking, we were going down the street, and it's a one-way. Like, it's a dead-end. So, a cop is coming down this way, and we're going down that way. And I live literally across the street. So, like, this cop comes, and then he flips a bitch. So, I'm like, we're going to go to my house, park, walk out, you know, and just, like,
real quick.
Yeah, real quick and avoid the situation, you know? And then fucking, this cop just fucking turns on his lights. And dead ass, like, maybe this is also in my, like, imagination and creating something. But, like, also, like, this fool, like, I get to my house, I park the car, and then I'm trying to get out of the car, right? So then he has no probable cause.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like in full like lawyer mode, right? I'm like, the car was in the keys weren't in the ignition, you know, like, you know, and like try to like plead. And then,
your knees when he comes up.
No, and then like I'm stepping out of the car and this guy like just pulls up, like he's coming like down the street maybe like 60 miles an hour, right? Like really trying to get us, right? I mean, there's like 4 Latinos in a car.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, and so I just like and he's like, he gets out of his car and he's like, get back in your car, and I swear I thought he was like reaching for his gun or whatever, and I was just like, I'm just gonna fucking pop a squat. I'm gonna die in front of my house, like you know, like that's crazy. And also I live in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Like the whole like everyone's like already looking out the windows and shit.
Yeah.
Before I can even call my mom already got like 6 phone calls from like the neighbors being like, oh, your son did this, da 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 da, X, Y, and Z. And yeah, dude, that shit was fucking crazy.
There's a bunch of fake news all around from that year.
Oh,
all on the internet.
Yeah, it was fucking bad.
Did you get in trouble?
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't get legally in trouble. Shout out to Kamasana. I fucking love you. You're the best. That's why you should always do community service and work with the cops. They're good people. Some of them.
Oh really? Because I always ran.
No, I mean, yeah. But like I did like I worked with the cops like in summer camps with them and stuff, so I know some of them. And then but my boy who was 18, he got a like slap on the wrist.
Wait, so he caught you guys because you guys were stoned?
Oh yeah, we had. Well, luckily we didn't have all the weed. That, you know, if we were coming back from East Palo Alto, I would have been fucked.
Yeah, because everyone bought weed in East Palo Alto.
Yeah, shout out. Never mind. I'm not gonna say the street, but I'm not gonna say the street. But you can just pull up there, go to a garage, and you can get it. But and it's usually purple. It's always purple. Yeah. I'm like, dude, fucking just fuck with some sativa every once in a while, dog. Like, damn, dude. But yeah, fucking that day, I had 2 minors in the car. Oh. I was a minor. I didn't have my license completely. Good. I had my permit. And also we had an unopened bottle, right, in the trunk, though, right? We were still responsible. We put it in the trunk, right?
They searched the trunk?
They searched everything.
Oh, because you guys are underage. They had probable cause.
All this shit. And they were like, get out, like all this shit. Everyone who, luckily, shout out to all the boys who were there. Everyone, like, they were like, this is mine. Like, this portion is mine. So shout out to all the homies standing up, you know, for taking their own shit.
Dang.
But yeah, and then like the saddest moment was like the cop just opening up the Ciroc bottle that we had. This was way back when, right? When Ciroc was a thing.
Okay, but it was closed?
It was closed. He just opens it and just pours it out. And I'm just like...
For the homies. For the homies.
I'm just like...
Oh my god.
You know, and my mom at this point is already there. She's talking to the cops, and the cops was like, you know, like however you want to discipline them, we won't see why you wouldn't want to.
Oh like, my god.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
That
was a fun night. But also it's like the worst when like like, it's my dad I can handle. My mom is when I'm like, fuck, dude, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up. This is bad. Like,
She doesn't get mad very easily, or?
She puts up with my shit.
Okay.
You know? She, like, understands me a little bit. And she puts up with my shit, which is, I love you, Norma. But also, like, when she's mad and she's disappointed, it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. But yeah, because I was just so used to like her and my sister always bickering, so I'm like, oh, you're kind of entertained over there. You know, I can just be the silly goofball over here. And like, yeah, I annoy you, but that's only because I'm trying to like avoid the seriousness of like, you know, like you and my sister's dynamic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, this is so funny. You guys are arguing. We're gonna fight with me.
No, it's just like, no, it's like they're in the middle of like a full blown serious fucking like some Seven Heaven type like argument, right? Like, you know, like real like family shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just there and I'm like in the living room, like literally with my knees on like facing the back of the couch so I can watch everything. Just like you know? And then they're all like, and then like it's like in the middle of their argument, someone would catch wind of me just staring and watching, right?
Get a random
and
yell.
Like, and tú, fucking little metiche, da 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 da. And I'm just like, yo, I'm just catching a string, just watch. And like, yo, I didn't even do anything. You know?
What are you doing back there listening?
Yeah, like, because like I'll like chuckle or something, just be like, you know,
yeah,
like, damn. And then next thing you're like, what are you laughing about, huh?
Yeah,
like, I'm like, damn, dude.
You included yourself with that chuckle. I'm just kidding.
I just like to watch, you know. But
God.
yeah,
that's
dude.
what my sister was
so
probably with me and my dad. We're always bickering.
Yeah, I try to not like argue with my mom, because I know it's there's no winning it, right? So there's no point.
Yeah.
So I just always try to just be like, kind of jokesy with her, in a way, just because I think it's a little easier for us to like not argue.
How were your parents growing up when? Like, was there a time when they knew you were going to go out and drink? You two. Like, if you were going to go out and drink or, like, go out and
when I was
smoke
like
or
13.
something? When they knew?
Dude,
and they're like, just do it
I mean,
and don't be responsible?
We were going... I would go to church stuff, or I would be at soccer practice.
You a liar. I'm going to church stuff.
No, I would go to church stuff.
But
then I would get picked up by the homies after the church stuff, and then I would tell my mom, hey, I'm going to sleep over with the homie from the church thing. Mm-hmm. So she would assume that I was over here, but I was really over here fucking... You know?
Oh my God. Your mom trusted you, because my dad was like, you're going to go with someone after church? Well, I know how those church kids are.
I'm also like a crazy... I'm kind of psychotic. Like, I would literally even be like, oh, today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. I have a game. If I get picked up by the church guy at my boy's house, because they'll be willing to pick me up. And then by the time I get to the game, my dad, when he gets there, he'll see that the church guy was there. So now it's like...
Oh, it's okay.
It was... My story never...
Straight plotted.
That's wild,
like,
dude.
you know, like, that's how, like, you know...
Now I know how he works.
Yeah,
Dude.
I have a... Dude, oh, I'm
That's
the
him
type...
as a kid, man.
Dude, yeah.
As a 13-year-old.
Just fucking plot and just being like, all right, cool. Like, I just... Yeah, it's really weird how my brain works. Like,
so they didn't know then that you were going out and doing that shit, or they did?
They would know sometimes, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, that was only maybe like Friday night, right?
Yeah.
But like Monday through Thursday, I would just come home with my eyes red as fuck, reeking like weed. And my mom
I
would
would
just
never
be like,
come home
mira
like that.
ese estúpido, mira cómo está, like
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, I'm going to my room. I'm like, is there any?
Tired.
Yeah, I'm like, is there any food? And they're like, oh, I bet, huh?
What about you?
No, there wasn't that much of that. My dad was pretty cool about it.
But he knew that you were going out, and
He kind of knew.
yeah.
And then, like, it was the same thing. I'd come home, my eyes hella bloodshot, and he'd be like, just give me that look. I'd just be like, I'm gonna go to my room.
Bye.
But nah, he was pretty good about it. And then, like, I kind of explained to him, like, how it, like, helped me, like, weed and shit.
Yeah.
With, like, anxiety and just, like, everything. And he was just like, all right, well, let me just be safe. He didn't really like the drinking thing, though, but
Yeah.
I kind of tried to hide that from him as long as possible. But he knew.
My dad
Eventually.
hella found out when I was smoking weed.
Yeah.
He, like, honestly though, I found it in the house.
Well, yeah.
See, dude?
I was like 14 and I told my friend, I was like, dude, I found this nuggie. Like, are you trying to roll a joint with me? So I rolled it at school in the bathroom. And I was like,
In school?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Damn, a real ass G over here.
Then everyone found out after that. I was always
because you're a
wondering,
stoner smoking in the bathroom.
I didn't smoke it in the bathroom.
Where'd you smoke it? Behind the bathroom.
Around the side of the building.
Yeah. Around the side of the building. It is on the roof.
No, that's hella funny. You probably
On
still
the
hella
roof?
smell it and shit.
Damn.
Dude, we would do that shit at our high school too. We'd like somehow sneak up on the roof and then we got in trouble one time, but most of the time we'd be chill.
I showed the skater guys how to sneak up onto the roof. My dad taught me because my dad had also. I love my dad. He's so fun. But he taught me how to get up on the roof because he used to go to the same middle school. Mm-hmm. Like, you climb up, and I showed all the skater guys. And during lunch one time, they all got on the roof and started running. And it caused a, it felt like a fucking earthquake, obviously. Like, there's, 4 guys on the roof. They got in so much trouble, dude, because they put us into an earthquake drill. Oh. Everybody was, freaking out, and the fire department came.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember Sunnyvale had a fucking long stint of in my era anyways, of having bomb threats.
Ooh, there's a lot of
being called in, but they were faking it, right? Yeah. And it's just dude, you're gonna get caught, right?
Did they get caught?
Some of them got caught.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just dude,
terrifying.
what, no test is that bad. Dude, just take the L, dude. You're not gonna you
fail it.
You aren't getting to Berkeley. If
you're not graduating.
If you're the one calling a bomb threat, you aren't going to these schools, No.
Dude, that trips me out. Why are there so many threats like that?
It's crazy. I mean, honestly, I would prefer a threat than an actual situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you guys were in school, did you guys have all these drills like they do now? Because we didn't have them when I was in school. Mm-mm.
I mean, we had earthquake drills, fire drills, but we didn't have
shooter drill.
Oh, I remember one time in elementary school, which was hella weird. We were this is I lived literally across the street from the school that I went to, and we were in the multi-purpose room, which is in the front, before you even hit the office. This is the first building, and some they call in a guy a guy with a weapon. So they do a red drill or whatever, code red or whatever. And then we're in the we're the first building. We're the first door. We're dude, we're all in, we're in costume. I think, because we're either practicing for Landelsberg or we were doing a play.
Okay.
And so we're all in costume and shit, hiding.
Oh my God.
We're in 4th or 3rd grade.
You're crying this is
what the fuck? Because dude, the teachers. I think teachers back in the day, they didn't really have the sensitivity that they do now, right? So they were just on the phone, just being what, a guy? Yeah. What is he wearing? And we're all peeking out the window and shit, and any guy walking past, we're just that's the guy, we're just they're gonna get him and all this shit.
Because it wasn't crazy. So serious. It wasn't that serious, but now
our elementary school also cuts into a Stevens Creek Trail, which is a popular running and biking trail. And it also has a creek and blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of scary, right?
So, literally, he was, probably running through our school to get to the creek or whatever and, hide or whatever. But, yeah, it was fucking... I was just dude, are we going to die?
That's crazy.
And we're, the first door that he can open.
Did you guys remember bullying in school? As... I don't know. I don't feel like there was enough bullying like that. I was hella bullied.
Oh, I was hella bullied.
Okay.
Dude, I was hella bullied. But it was
you're from a Mexican family, and don't you get cariño from your family?
That's how I get, that's what I tell my coworkers now. They don't understand that, if I bully you, it's
it's love.
Love you, dude.
Yeah.
It's not out of, I never bully you in a mean way. It's it's always just if you're wearing a sick outfit, I'll be look at this guy. Look, I'll be what the fuck? Who do you think you are, trying to be fucking Rico Suave all of a sudden, But it's just oh no, I like your fit. Thanks for trying, know? It's that's the way that we kind of communicate it. Because to be oh, you look good today is kind of corny to me.
It's a little creepy, though. Oh my God, my dad opened the door for some lady one time, and he was oh, you can go in. And she goes, nice try. He's bitch, I'm just opening the door for you. Like, chivalry is still a thing. Like, it's okay to say things like that, but a lot of women are just, a lot of people just don't understand what you're coming from, where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's really weird. Even right now, right? I'm a single guy trying to make it out in this world, right? Trying to find his, you know, his one fish in this ocean, right? And like, dude, it's so hard to even, as a guy, right? I get kind of intimidated to go up to a girl nowadays, because like if I hit her with like a corny line, right? Like, it's a corny line to be funny, but if you take it in the wrong way, now all of a sudden I'm an asshole.
No, literally,
you know?
I need to hear the corny line. Please.
Like, if
I'll
I
tell
see
you one.
If I see you, I'll be like, okay, like one line that actually worked, that was the corniest thing that I ever said, was I was at Molly's. I had a couple pops in me, you know, I was feeling myself.
You were at Molly's?
I was at Molly's. It's a bar in Mountain View.
You were at Molly's.
Yeah.
Having a couple Molly's.
I'm just kidding. and like, I don't know, probably like fucking 50 Cent was playing in the background or something, and like I went up to this girl. And I said something that I saw on TikTok, right? And it was like this guy, or like you just go up to her and it's like, hey, hey, I think I know you from somewhere. Is your dad a baker? And I was like, nah. It's just like, oh, it's because you're a real cutie pie.
What's wrong with that?
Right, but it's nothing's wrong with it. But any like,
it's all about the
depending
delivery,
on like
though.
the girl and how she reacts to it, like, you know, it's like it's intimidating. Right?
Yeah.
Because it used to just be like, ew, no, and then just walk away,
and
God. That hurts. But it's better than, you know, than like you going in with the anxiety of like, I don't wanna make her uncomfortable. I don't wanna like be one of those guys, right?
That really sucks.
But that's why guys are striking out, dude. This is also a fun stat. Guys, guys 25 and younger have statistically are single more than women, and then the women are statistically dating more than those guys, but they're dating older men. So that's why there's this giant hole of like 18 to 26.
Sorry, you see my face? I hit him a little bit younger. That's wild.
That's
they
fucking,
always
it's so
say that,
true though. I see that shit quite a lot. Like,
yeah.
So like there's all these like pent up guys who like maybe are socially awkward because now there's like this PC thing where like
that and COVID and like
COVID really fucked up a lot of things.
Oh my God.
Dude, honestly,
Homeschooling,
also I think I still have my COVID goggles. Like
the bottom of the face.
Like, dude, honestly, sometimes
take them bitches off, dude.
Dude, I'd still be grading on a curve sometimes, and it comes back to bite me. Dude, oh my God, I feel comfortable because you're a lady, and like, and everything.
You're a lady. She busts up laughing. Like, what?
Everyone calls me a guy. So.
But okay. So I was hooking up with this chick, right? And like we went out to a bar, and then we came back to my place and whatever. And everything's getting like hot and steamy and everything, and like blah 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 blah. You know, and you take it steps by steps, right? You know, you first like slap her ass, and then you like, you know, and then if you don't get a response,
it's all your fucking. First
like you do that, and then like maybe you like pull on her hair a little bit, and no response. Then you choke her a little bit, no response. And then maybe you spit in her mouth a little bit, no response. Then you slap her. This bitch literally socked the shit out of me. Like, literally.
She's like, do it again.
Like, right. No, it was no. Dude, literally, I thought I was me tooing someone. Like, literally, she just busts out crying and everything. I didn't know that this girl was had some traumatic stuff, right?
Yeah.
But, like, thankfully you're a girl, right? So, like, at what point do you bring up to your partner, hey, I'm into this, and this, don't do this? Or, like, you know, or is it like you kind of live and you learn type of situation?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
Right?
That is a hard question.
Because it's like telling someone, like, hey, let's go work out. I work out like this. You know, I didn't know that you had a bad experience with a bench press.
I'm picturing all those things that everyone's doing that shit backwards. They're like, you know?
Like,
no, it's like, if it's that traumatic, you need to have a fucking disclaimer on your goddamn forehead. You need to tell someone, like, hey,
100%.
I don't like when people do this. Like, let's not try that. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
But, like...
And no, this wasn't like a...
No one can read your mind.
This wasn't like a one-night stand, right? We've had nights before. But yeah, it was just like...
You were like, make something...
It was just like, dude, literally, like, she... Okay, so she swings, she connects perfectly. Like...
Where? In your face?
Jaw.
He's all knocked out.
Dude, literally, I just stood up, I'm butt-ass naked, put on my PJs, and I'm just like, hey... Like, I'm sorry. She's already crying. She's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that I did that. And I'm sorry that maybe we didn't communicate everything. Mm-hmm. But, like, I want you to remember that I'm not him. And, like, and, like, literally at that point, I felt like a Pokemon mission when you're all like, can I sit on the bed? And then she has to click yes or no.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, all right, can I rub your back? Can I rub your back?
Can I touch you?
Can I do and just like kind of like go back to it? And I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna hold you real quick, and like we don't have to say anything. You can just
that's the way to go about
it. And then like that happened. I mean, we finished the mission. Shout out the boys. But
proud of you.
But yeah, dude, that was the first time that I ever had like a real like bad experience sexually.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I'd be having fun. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I've dabbled in bad experiences.
No. I do my very best to make sure. I'm not gonna get into it.
Save for the next one.
Yeah. Dude, I'm probably gonna have a girl who does OnlyFans come up on the pod.
Do it.
I think it would be really fun and really insightful.
Yeah. I'd like to hear about that.
Well, yeah. I also want to know where my money's going.
Son of a bitch. You're paying for a college tuition, okay?
I hope so. I'm paying at least rent.
Hey.
I think so.
Proud of you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to support small businesses,
Startups.
Yeah. It's
no,
fine.
I think you handled that, like, perfect. Because, think about it, because you were like, oh, I put my pajamas on, and then I stood up. I was thinking, like, you were going to say that you walked out or something, and I'm like, no, because I feel like in that situation, that's not what a woman's going to need. Mm-hmm. They're going to need, like, reassurance that everything is okay and that you're not going to do something like that to her. And I think you handled that so fucking well.
I'm glad that you looked at it that way, because the way that I was looking at it was like, oh, I need to cover my own ass. I like that.
Well, that too, honestly.
Like, not to say that I wasn't thinking about her, but it was more so like, however she feels at the end of this experience is how she's gonna look at me for the rest of the whatever the fuck, right?
I feel like in that moment you were probably like, "What the fuck did I do?"
I was more so.
What did I do?
And I come from a really troubling family and blah blah blah. I've seen shit, so like that aspect of sex scares me. Mm-hmm. Of like like the hitting and everything. It doesn't. If it's something that you need or you want, then I'll do it. But that's not necessarily who I want. What I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm more of a, like, I want to look at you. I like
deep in your eyes.
I want to nibble on your neck for a little
Missionary.
bit. I want you to know what work I'm doing, right?
Yeah,
and I want to see. I like pleasure, right?
Yeah.
But so like that's why I was just like, when that happened and she like. Instant reaction, like literally I don't think Manny Pacquiao or anyone could have blocked this. Like it was just so instant. And also in my head I'm like, oh, I'm hitting it, right? And then like in you're in that mindset, completely, right? And then you just give her a nice little like, and then next thing douche, you're just like, oh fuck, and that was so that was an experience. And it was a lot. It was a lot for that moment. But yeah, shout out to you. Yeah. But yeah, okay.
Would she watch this?
I don't know. Also, I might make a clip of
Please.
But
wait. Your turn.
For what?
Don't think I forgot.
For what?
Pickup line.
The both of us forgot.
Pickup lines.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry, I just thought about it.
What was mine? The cutie pie one. That was the worst. That was the worst line that I've ever said. Another good one. Another good one. Dude, I'm so corny. I take all my shit from the internet.
I'm pretty sure I've got like the worst.
I'm just like, I'm out here. I'm like, hey, can you fill out this quick survey for me? You know,
Okay,
it's just like, but it's usually just the Instagram. I'm not trying to get people's numbers. You know, just give me your IG. We can pretend to know each other for a little bit, and if we want to get to know each other, just send me a DM
or send me a little like.
Send me a couple likes on my story. You know, just just let me know you're watching. You know, but
I don't know, dude. I haven't used a pickup line like that in a long ass time.
Oh, you just got it like that?
He does, right?
No, dude. I just don't. I just don't really. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
No, he does just have it like that. That's what that answer was.
No.
Do you want to know mine?
But yeah, I want to hear yours. You say
so
yours
I
is
don't
really bad.
use the pickup line because I'm always like.
I'm trying to even think of one that
I
heard, but I can't even think of one right now.
So we're in audio, and I think we were going to see Just a Gent. If you haven't heard of him, he's awesome. I think he's from like Australia or whatever. But like, I go up and I'm talking to him, and then I come back down and I'm standing there, and Jacob goes, "Oh, what do you want to drink?" Goes to get me a beer, and I'm fucking shuffling. I'm getting my shit down, you know.
Yeah.
And this guy walks up to me. He's like, "Yeah, what are you drinking?" And I'm like, 805. You know, I'm dancing. He's like, "You're a peculiar girl."
That was the line?
Yeah, he's like, "You want to give me your number?" And I was like, I just laughed. What are you gonna do? I just laughed.
You're a peculiar girl.
Am I peculiar,
That's super,
guys?
like,
damn,
serial killer.
That's
vibes.
That's real Ted Bundy vibes.
That's like super. Yeah.
It was.
But honestly, low key, a move.
Literally though, it didn't. Well, I'll never forget it.
That's a good move. That's a good move. Once you get once you're at the after hours, right, or the after party with people, and you're at someone's house, and you're just like talking to the one girl that you were kind of feeling a little bit, and just be like, "Oh, dude, you're way more interesting than I thought." If you say it that way rather than saying,
that way
you're
is a little
peculiar, you're like, "Oh shit, there's more to you than just like the attraction that
I guess because it made me feel like a fucking Tim Burton character. I was
yeah,
like,
peculiar. Telling someone if that's your first line, that's aggressive. That's like being like, "Hey, yo, bitch," like, damn, like, and then just leaving it at that. You know,
that's like me saying, "Give me that booty."
Yeah, you're like, dude,
oh my god,
that's crazy. Yeah. I've been, honestly, low key, Tinder has been the only way that I've been able to like communicate with, or like those apps. Are the only ones that like I'm able to like meet new people outside of work.
Isn't that how they say, like in the bio, doesn't it say like this is what I'm expecting from somebody?
Dude, also, okay, I was gonna bring this up last podcast, but okay, you know those
what
those
women are expecting or what?
No. I don't know if you're privy to what girls put in their bios, right? I'm sure you've seen. Yeah.
I think I've seen it all.
Like, I didn't. Those girls who put like a rainbow, a unicorn, a mushroom, and that red leaf, I'm like, you are a freaky fuck, right? Because a unicorn means like I'm down to party. I'll be your third, right? That's what that means.
I thought that was mushroom. Damn, that's wild.
Okay,
I haven't seen anything. Please explain to me.
I don't.
You were talking about this,
dude. I'm trying to understand all of it, right? I'm trying to understand like.
It's like those bracelets that we used to wear.
The pineapple, like the upside down pineapple, what that used to mean in the '90s, early 2000s. That means you're like a swinger.
Yeah.
Oh, I know quite a few swingers actually.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like that lifestyle intrigues me. I don't know if I can like dabble in it.
You can't be jealous.
I don't think I'm confident enough. You know.
I'm not sharing my mans with anybody.
Exactly.
That's my thing.
It's like most people think like that. They're just like, I don't want to share. But there are the weirdos who just like, I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of people that don't care.
Do you even like that person then? I don't know, but.
You know what? I will share a story. If that's okay.
Yeah.
I know somebody. She's super cool. I know her man. He is autistic, so he's not sexual. He doesn't like to be sexual in any kind of way, but they're married. And, like, he is completely fine with her kind of not being a swinger, but, like, she has sex with other men.
Yeah.
And she goes home to him and has, like, an emotional relationship with him.
That's cool.
Which is, like, when
I
first...
for them, right?
It totally does,
right.
But it's so different to me.
So
it's
foreign.
so different. It's
I was once again at Molly's.
At Molly's, on Molly.
Yeah. And I was there, like, and this chick, I've never met her ever. But she knew the group that I was with. And she is part of a military family who married into a military family. So...
that's like a whole different ball game, bro.
Yeah, so she's in and out of cities every 3 years, essentially. Like, I was just like, oh, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know everyone, right? So I'm getting everyone's Instagrams, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, oh, can I get your Instagram? She's like, oh, no, I don't do that. Do you have a Snapchat? And I'm like, you are a freaky bitch. I'm like, you are a freaky bitch.
I was going to say, what?
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, like, I don't really use Snapchat. Like, knowing, well, I also was hooking up with someone in that group. So I was like, knowing what that meant, I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't have Snapchat. You know? It's cool. I'll see you when I see you. But yeah, it was just like those situations. Like when
kudos to you.
I'm respectful.
I can see that from you.
I still get mine. Don't get me wrong.
No, but I can I catch that drift from you that you are very respectful.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I picked you up from your place, I'm gonna leave with you. I'm not gonna leave with someone else or attempt to try to hook up with anyone else. Like that's corny.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
like even if like like the chick that she's not here anymore. She was only here for a little bit, you know, so she was just visiting. I was just like, cool.
That's crazy. Wild.
Yeah.
You wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been having fun as of late.
You know what? Following that, would you ever marry someone that you don't find attractive?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't say no because
would you date someone though that you don't find attractive?
Sure. So
what's gonna draw you to them? I'm sorry, I'm gonna be like.
It's got to be like all personality.
Yeah.
It's like gotta be like.
It's like I mean like sure like if you're funny enough, I've definitely. Without trying to say too much. I've definitely.
I guess it could be physically too then, but like not like definitely actually like. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't think I can.
No, but it sounds fucked up. Okay, wait. How many girls do you know lower their standards for security?
Oh.
That's what you're asking us.
Basically, right?
Right. That's what you're asking us. So, like, it's possible, and, like, people do it. Am I going to be ecstatic every morning? Probably not. But I'll be happy.
Fuck!
You know, like, and this is why I'm single, everyone.
No. First off, though, I do want to say,
God.
I was really thinking about that. Like,
that's
how
a
many
good question.
girls do I know though that like are or have lowered their standards for security? And I'm thinking of like 2 or 3 girls specifically that I remember were always fucking single. And they'd be like, you don't have anyone for me yet? And I'd be like, no, like I'm fucking scared to introduce my friends to you, you know? Like, and then now they're married in a different country, in a different city, you know?
Living
like,
a whole different life, right?
Living with kids.
Yeah.
Like, they would always say, like, I don't want kids, da-da-da-da-da. But now they have kids, and now they're very happy. Mm. And I just feel like those 3 girls for sure did not lower their standards at all.
Yeah.
But then I look at these other people that are in, like, I don't want to say, like, abusive relationships because not necessarily, but, like...
Right. Emotional soul abuse.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
That's soul abuse.
So, yes, I see, like, lots of people that are in emotional abusive relationships. And, like, I guess they're lowering their standards, but I don't feel like they're lowering them because the person is unattractive. I feel like it's because they're...
Well, yeah, you have to have your highs in some other ways. Whether that be like, to not put it. The only example that I have for females is like financial security, making sure that like this is someone who actually like cares about you and isn't gonna be like a fuckhead, right? Mm-hmm. But for dudes, it's more so like I want to be able. I think, anyways. This is also maybe me projecting. Where with me, like I want someone who won't make me look stupid. Mm-hmm.
Don't like. There's so many guys that I've heard that,
and that's pretty much as long as you don't do that. that's cool. But also that, like, that's a really big, large umbrella, right? Mm-hmm. Which is so unfair to girls.
Yeah.
And especially the girls in my life. I'm sorry about all you. But, like, yeah, I'm just like, and for me, like, even just, like, making me look stupid could fall into, like, oh, you don't understand the jokes that we're saying, or, like, don't blah, 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 yeah. Or like, when I'm with the boys, like, if you get real sensitive when, like, we're watching the game a little too hard, or, like, I'm not looking at you, or, like, whatever it is, like, like, those things, like, turn me off.
Yeah.
100%.
As they should. Because it's okay to be picky, and it's okay to, like, what you fucking like.
Yeah, but that's also, like on the opposite side with, like, females, right? You, like, at some point, for both sides, right, you get kind of tired, and also the pool gets so much smaller, right? So you have to kind of, like, chip away at your pillars, right? You're like, okay, fine, maybe she can have a kid, right? Maybe she, you know, like, shit. You know, like, maybe like X, Y, and Z, like, all these other things, like, it like, there's so many different variables, right? And, like, both parties have to do that. At the end of the day, both parties in any good, healthy relationship also sacrifice a lot.
Oh, for sure. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. I actually was talking to one of my clients, and she's a psychologist or psychiatrist, and she was talking to me about how she knew somebody that was living with the mom, and he lived far away, and then he came back home, and her husband was out quite a bit, and he was always like, oh, what are we having for dinner? What are we doing today? Who are we going to see today? What do we, like, things like that. And she's like, you're making me feel like you're my husband. And I feel like you need to kind of, like, get out and, like, meet girls and meet friends. And in order to do that, like, you have to kind of not settle, but you have to try to understand other people. And if you're at home too long, or if you're, like, let's say you do move out, but you're by yourself too long, you're going to get stuck in your own ways, and you're not going to understand how to compensate for other things, or how to take in other people and let them live the way they want to live in your house.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. I think
the toilet paper goes this way. Yeah. Sorry, honey, you can't put it the opposite. Like,
yeah, that, like, I had a ex that we lived together and everything, and we were both way too young. Right? Yeah. We were both way too young. The cool thing, once again, going to, like, with me, the day that we brought it up to her parents, I was like, me as her boyfriend, I'm telling her this is a bad idea.
To move out together?
But me as her friend is saying, like, this is the best thing probably for her. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, I don't want to deny her from this experience, but I also would love to try, right? So we tried it, and it didn't work, but at the end of the day, I think that those experiences, and also being willing to, like, understand that, like, we're trying. We're both trying, It's like, I don't know how to be a husband.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a dad there, So, like, and your version of a husband is like, oh, work, like typical Mexican shit.
Yeah. Work and pay the fucking bills.
Right. And I was just like, well, we work at the same place.
I'm literally, like, the worst person to ask about that, because my dad has taught me to be so independent, and I'm lucky to have Jacob, because he's not the kind of person that would be like, what the hell, like, you make more than me? Because there's so many guys like that, There's so many. He's like, fuck yeah, you made more than me this week? Go at it. Like, fucking have fun. Yeah. Have fun. Like, spend your money the way you want to, but, like...
Dude, honestly, I want to be a stay-at-home dad so bad. Like, dude, I think also... this is gonna sound fucked up, but I feel like...
Disclaimer.
I feel like my first baby mama isn't gonna be a good enough parent that I would be. If that makes sense. Like, I'm so... Do
you think that's generational?
I think it's because...
I'm not generational,
I think it's because, like, I grew up in a full female household, and I know kids.
Yeah.
And I want... And I, like, that aspect to me seems more... like, gratifying than the whole, like, paying of the bills, if that makes sense. So, like, this whole, like, money thing, like, I don't care necessarily about money. The money will come, and it will come.
Yes.
But, like, eventually. But at the end of the day, like, I know I can raise a little one. Yeah. I know that I will be able to teach it from what I even further than what I did from right and wrong, right? Like I had so many fuck ups that like there's almost no way that they would be half as a fuck up as me.
Yeah. I totally get that. 'Cause
yeah.
my sister and I were talking about it today as we were shopping at the 99-cent store.
Dude, shout out. Dude, yeah. And it, like, I don't know. Like that's like for me, like that's why like I don't know. I really do manifest this whole child thing a lot.
I feel like a lot of men that are in your position do. Because I think that like this whole thing has changed where a lot of women don't necessarily want kids right away. Now they're like,
well, you're seeing it from like your parent, like your like a typical like mom's perspective, right? Where having a kid means extra work.
It's
because
so
there's usually
much work.
not anyone there to help you, right?
Yeah.
So like
usually.
So like that mentality of like where I know there's a full generation worth of guys who grew up with aunts, sisters, and mothers, that are like, I want to be with my family. Versus these girls who grew up with no father, seeing their mom grind 2 or 3 jobs, and they see the mom side of it as a woman and be like, if I have 1 kid, I have to fucking work 3 jobs.
Dude.
You know? And then also, like, I have to study, I have to do this, I have to do that, because my mom did that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I see that from my dad's side because I grew up without a mom. Well, I have a mom, but she lives in Texas, so she's not like.
But that also
here.
is probably why it's probably healthier with you in a relationship with like, as you were saying, how some weeks you make more money than Jacob. Like it makes it easier, right? Because like for you, the father was both the father and the mother.
Yeah, the Mapa is what my grandma would call him on Mother's Day. Be like, oh, happy Mapa's Day.
That's cute. That's cute. Like that's sick. Yeah, because I mean, I yeah, it's like on that. I don't know. I really love the whole single dad story. As like fucked up as that sounds.
I love my
but,
dad, but it was really fucking hard.
Yeah.
There's some hard times.
Yeah.
Because they can't be so, they're not girly. Like my dad would do my hair and shit. Like he would really study on YouTube when it was around, or like he would ask my aunts and like try to braid it and shit. But like when we didn't have that, or like there's a lot of times that he didn't know how to be nice.
Right.
You know, he grew up as a punk skater in the downtown SJ scene. He was like one of the first skaters in San Jose. They're assholes.
Yeah.
But like my dad is the sweetest guy to us.
But that's what I was gonna say. That's because with that said, of being like a skater and everything, and having your crew and everything, he not only had his family but also created his own family.
Yes.
So then now having his actual new family, it was kind of easy. In my head, I would assume that it's an easy transition to utilize everything that he's learned from his crew / his family to bring it in with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like, I think with Pedro, right, like, from last week's episode, because we were in a soccer team, because we did youth group, because we did this, because we did that, we have so much, like, layers of connections that, like, it's hard to, like, it's easy to look past all the bullshit.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's how it is with, like, old friends from like middle school, elementary school. It's like, oh, we've been cool for so long, how are we gonna stop being friends after like
right? And it's also
shit.
After like, I think if you're friends with anyone after like 3-4 years, you start looking at them and like, oh shit, you might be here for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you start looking at people like, oh shit, okay. Like it's not just maybe coworkers, or it's not just, you know, whatever it is. And you start almost utilizing them in a different way. The same way that you transition from being like in elementary school to middle school, all of a sudden that friendship now has like something more serious.
Boom, yeah.
You know, like I might call you if I get pulled over. You know, I need someone to pick me up. You know, and all of a sudden you're that friend. And then like the next step would be like, hey, do you want to be one of my bachelors? Right?
That's a fucking
and
whole other
thing. Stuff like that.
Next episode, we're talking about that.
Dude, next episode, I'm going to be back in Vegas. No. Yeah, next episode, I'm going to be back in Vegas, I think.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah, but for what?
A bachelor party!
Stop! You better tell me all the drama.
Yeah, so we're gonna have all the putas out there, fucking shaking and twerking. Hell yeah! Shout out to all the ladies of the night. I got a band at least for you guys. At
One
least.
time for the 3 time. Have you seen that TikTok?
Yeah. Dude, but yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good ass time. I just hope I make it back like financially okay.
You'll be good.
Like,
hey,
that's the
as you were
most...
saying earlier, we all say it, the money always comes.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be losing all my money.
Gamble?
Vegas,
Don't be
bro.
gambling.
Oh, I'm gonna be gambling.
I'm bad at that shit. I'm not down. I lost like $20 and I got pissed and I'm done.
But it's his
Yeah.
first time though, like actually being able
Yeah.
to. Did you win good on your first time or no?
No, my
I
sister
almost-
wasn't even 18 yet, and
And
she
she
fucking
did.
gambled, and she won like $500.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, yo, feds, catch this. Mark
Hey,
this.
hey! I don't have sisters.
I mean, my sister. I call all my friends my sisters.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hella funny.
Oh my God.
But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. You know, I think we did pretty all right. Unless you guys got some hot topics that you guys want to bring up.
Hot goss.
Hot
Hot
goss.
goss.
Did you hear? No.
Did you? Yeah, let's see. I got another one.
Yeah, you got a hot one.
You know what? Have you ever been to Crossed?
Ever been to what?
Crossed. C?
In San Diego?
SSD. Yes.
No.
I've gone, I don't remember how many times we've gone, but like we go for my birthday in March.
Well, question: do you have a house and techno jacket?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you've been okay.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Excuse me?
All right.
And we have shirts, okay?
Okay. The real deal Holyfield.
I
All
love
right,
techno
all right.
and house.
House.
So German of us. So last year we went it was this year we went in March, and I had the baby in September, right? And like, I thought it was going to be like hella cool to where I was able to bring my cooler bag and like pump because I'm still breastfeeding. And even if the big thing is like, even if you're drinking, you still have to pump because this is gross, right? Because you still have to like keep your supply going so that when you get back home, even if you're not drinking, like, so you can feed the baby, right?
Right. So you didn't just make like Russian vodkas and just...
You know what? I make coffees in the morning for Jacob. I'm just kidding.
Just get that party going,
Hey, with Bailey's, what's up? No, but like,
God.
I would bring it into the, okay, nobody would even look me in the eye when I'd be like, this is my breast pump bag. And they're like, okay, you can just go in.
Yeah.
You haven't even scanned our tickets. Oh, yeah. You just go in. Like, it was so awkward for everybody. How do you guys feel about if you were at a club, not a club, if you guys were at a festival and, someone's talking to you in the bathroom line about like, oh yeah, they didn't even have like a station where like I would have some sort of privacy. Like, I'm a new mom and I like house and techno and I may be drinking, but like, I want to be here, so I'm going to pump and dump. But like, they didn't give me any kind of opportunity to do that. I had to do it out in public. How would you feel if that was like your lady?
Oh, dude, I have two minds, right?
Okay. Please.
So one mind is being like, oh, like for my lady, right? Is being like, yo, like that's fucked up, right? It's fucked up. They at least at airports they do have they at least have
Family
courtesy,
rooms.
Family rooms, courtesy
mall,
rooms, whatever. Yeah.
everywhere.
Right? They have them. So it is kind of weird that festivals don't take that into consideration, even though they have drug testing tents and things
Right.
like that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's one side. But on the other side, I'm just like, there's a part of me where it's just like, well, then don't go. If I have a broken leg, I'm not gonna go. Like
Yes, but that's not a broken leg. I'm pumping my titties so the milk comes
for
out.
sure. But if you're like, if
Yeah.
you're,
I'm gonna stand there, and if I'm just standing there and you see like dripping,
dude,
that's
I was
what's
at
gonna
Dirty.
happen.
I was at Dirty Bird when that wook
God.
fucking started squirting her titty milk everywhere.
No.
I was there.
God bless you.
Crazy,
And your soul.
crazy
I would
wook
have slapped
shit.
her ass.
Dude, it was insane. So I guess she was pumping and jumping in public, but
That's not okay though.
Oh no! It's definitely like chemical warfare for sure.
That's that's assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah,
legally, that's actually assault with a deadly. Yeah. Don't spit on people. Don't shoot your boob milk on people. Don't
unless asked.
You know what? If they want, no, you're right. I'm so sorry. Make sure they ask for it first, or ask them.
Right? Yeah,
I'm sure they'll agree to it. But
I mean, if they're asking, they're down. You know,
I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah. Yeah, because what if you squirted on like a vegan and actually you ruin their thing, right?
Oh my god, these milk jugs. This cow in front of me is squirting milk at me.
Damn. But but no, yeah, that is fucked up, right? So like
yeah, they have to have something, dude. That's crazy.
But on.
No, I
you as like an event coordinator, right?
Yeah.
You're throwing an event at the club, right? You know that there's, let's just use Fuego, right? There's 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
There's 2 bathrooms, but you know that the line is gonna be 3 times as long for the girls one.
Yeah.
So you would like the downstairs bathroom to be open for the girls, but now all of a sudden they're like, that's gonna take another security guard. If you're willing to pay the extra $200 for the security guard for the night, then we'll do it.
Well, here's the thing. I would always go around it because I know how difficult that is. It is not that hard. Like, when I went in to cross, I specifically asked, there's a tent here, and there's nobody in the tent. Do you guys mind if I go in the corner right there? And
that's what I was thinking. Just something to pop up real quick.
It's just,
little quick
and
little
it
door,
takes like 20 minutes, pump, you know?
Yeah,
and then I put that shit in a cooler, put it in the locker, go. I'm already paying $20-$30 for a fucking locker.
Yeah.
$40 for the weekend, you know? Yeah. So why do I not have a space for that? I'm not going to go into the porta potty.
Look.
In Fuego, specifically, Fuego,
right.
So gross.
There's a kitchen up top. And I'm sure they would have no problem if I stood there with someone behind, like stood there facing the opposite way. I would have no problem not looking at this person. I was out in the open. Like, in a festival.
Yeah.
And, like, not even, like, oh, you know, like, off to the side. I tried to be off to the side, and they're, like, coming in and out. And then, I shit you not, making eye contact with cops and EMTs and, like, even just people coming out of the back right there. They're like, how you doing? What do you mean? I'm pumping my breasts? Like, what do you mean? What am I doing?
Yeah, that's a situation I've never been in.
I just want to dance.
Yeah, but you have to pump also. You know?
New mom,
every 5 hours.
The baby's gone. It's time to go party now. I get it. Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy. And I get it. I know how firm and heavy and rock hard they get when you don't pump.
You want me to have mastitis? You want me to actually have to go into the EMT tent? Like, they're all.
But that's crazy. That's crazy that at least the EMTs don't have like something, right? Like you would think that it would be a part of that.
Yeah, no, they don't have anything there.
Right? You know, like that would be ideal.
Yes, but they were like, actually, we keep our bags back here so we don't let anyone into the tent. And I was like, isn't this for like when people pass out and shit? Like,
yeah,
isn't this
for
but
they're
when you
dead,
do, like,
so it doesn't matter, right? They're not gonna steal anything when they're like
breastfeeding. I'm not gonna steal.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I've never even really thought about that. I've definitely have seen women breastfeed in public, and then
that makes me uncomfortable.
I have two like once again 2 ways of looking at it. I've seen it at like the mall, right, where it's very respectful. They have a blanket, they're like hiding everything and blah blah blah. But I've also been at like family parties where all of a sudden the tia's just fucking and like and she just has fucking kid right here just sucking on her tit, you know, which is cool. It's normal, you know, crazy. You know, but it's also just like that's why I'm like I have like these weird desensitized kind of emotions. Yeah. Versus where like I do understand you guys should have an area to pump, but also I do see the whole like, well then. Like
why are you here?
Almost
is the
like
question.
Yeah, like in a fucked up way. Like it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But like someone has to say it, right?
No, I heard. That's why I'm asking is because I heard 2 people said it to me. But I will say that. So I was in line for the porta potties and I was like, yeah, I didn't even have a place to pump, and I'm not gonna pump in the porta potty where it smells like caca. Like I don't want choros, fucking fumes in my boots. Seriously, you know. Seriously. And then. The guy was like, that's stupid, like why would you even be here? And then the girl was like she totally was like, why would you even talk to her that way? Like, you don't have to deal with that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I guess that's like the different sides to it. Is
Yeah,
like not
for
even
sure.
if it's just girl and guy. It could be anybody that understands it. But I just think that bringing that up, I feel like festivals should have a place to pump.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Even if it's just dumping.
I mean,
so I don't become a
but-
wook
okay,
and squirt it in your face.
For sure. Definitely. Let's definitely avoid that situation. But that reminded me of this situation of like this plus size lady, right? She was trying to go on a plane, and they're like, they can't even accommodate me and this and that, and it's just like, well, like, bitch, you know, like it's a plane and it will hold you, but two people aren't going to be able to ride. You know, like,
I remember that too. It was a little while ago.
Yeah,
she
even like TikTok,
yeah,
she did
dude,
all this other stuff
crazy.
and like made it like even like in certain airlines, like if you're 350 plus, like you're gonna have to buy another seat or
It
move
requests
to first.
you to.
Yeah.
So you can't lie and be
have to.
like, I'm 112
Yeah, or
pounds.
now we're gonna put you with the luggage.
I always buy first class just 'cause I want that comfort, but like our business. But damn, yeah, I was like, if I was like a fucking constantly traveling, you gotta upgrade or fucking buy a second seat.
You
Buy
know,
a second one, dude.
yeah.
So someone's
like
not
growing
fucking-
up, I couldn't ride every ride.
Yeah.
You?
It's just,
We
I know
chubby?
me. I know me.
chubby.
I
Man,
know.
I'm short, bro. I still can't ride reds.
You know what I mean? So it's just like it's like, dude, there's I understand the want to be as free as you want to be at all
Yeah.
times, but when you're pregnant, you can't drink, smoke, da 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 da.
No.
There's limitations there.
But when you're not pregnant.
Sure, but you're not now a parent.
Yeah, that's
You know, like, you know, so it's just like,
true. Tune in next week for the fist fight.
hey, yo, dude. Also, we were talking at Fuego, and we were saying like the podcast that we should do is her clipping my hair, right?
Yes.
But I
Yeah,
want to buy
dude.
one of those wireless mics, so that she can at least have that. and
I
I'll
have
just be
those,
sitting-
dude.
Oh, what? Dude, next episode, chopping my hair off. Let's go.
I have the wireless ones, the ones that connect with the long wire, all of them, so that we can, yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude,
y'all
producer
should
Matt,
comment.
let's go.
Everyone has to comment and let us know how we're gonna cut your hair.
We're not doing a mullet. I'm telling you that right now.
We
I'm
can
not
do a
Theo
mullet.
Von.
I'm just kidding.
You know what? You know what?
I'm not Peso Pluma. I'm not Theo Von. I'm not none of those.
As much as I hate it, I think you would probably be able to pull it off, though.
Dude, honestly, I think I'd be able to pull it off too, but I don't want to like
You know
become
what?
a character.
If
Like I don't want to become a full character of myself.
That you
turns into a
as you
character.
fucking
Turns
Why would
into
we
a
do
character.
that shit? We out here.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Catch me in Vegas, just fucking. Oh. But with that said, everyone, you guys can find me at George.Daniel __. You guys can find all the Meraki events at Meraki.events. Yeah, we're doing a lot of fun things. In Sacramento, all the girls are doing everything. But yeah, I'm, gonna be traveling, finding new podcasts, guests, and maybe a new co-host.
Hey, shout out to Lex too in Sacramento.
Shout out,
She's opening
Lex.
up for
San Pancho.
Yeah.
San Pancho.
San Pancho.
Yeah. So shout out to everyone out there. Do you wanna shout out anything?
It's Ashley, that's me with 3 E's at Instagrams. I was gonna say Gmail, but if you want to email me, you can email me too.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Yeah. But Matt, do you wanna shout out your podcast and everything?
Yeah, High Times with Matt, and then just Matthew.Talbot. If you guys want to do podcast stuff or anything like that, hit me up.
Hell yeah. We're moving the pod release dates to Thursday morning. I think it works out a little bit better in the morning. So stay tuned for that. If you guys like the Pedro one, let me know. If you like the Ashley one, let me know. I like the guy-girl dynamic every once in a while. Then we'll have a guest, and then maybe we'll do a solo one.
I think it
And
works.
just kind of figure out a schedule, just to kind of keep everything moving along. But yeah, dude, I like I like having a girl co-host. It's fun to like bounce something off and be like,
got
hey, did I
lots more
fuck up here? Yeah. You're just like more. You're more like my
She
guy.
did homework.
One
and
day
shit.
we're gonna have like boxing though.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's just me, just like in the corner, just like stop.
As
I'm
long
not
as you
him.
have your
I'm not
arms up.
him.
As long as you have your. I'm not him.
Oh my god.
On that
Call
note, we
back.
love you guys. We love you guys in peace.
Peace.
Dude,
Shout out to the face peelers and JCB Music.